A lot of clouds today, although there's a lot of sunlight trying to come out too, which is kind of cool. At least it's not raining, I guess. And what did I read today? Because it was kind of interesting reading this one first, where there was a person who saw a need where a lot of owners were complaining that they were losing their dogs, and since the person flew a drone, they decided, why not fly a drone with a thermal camera? It says here, Thurnscoe woman helps find lost dogs with thermal imaging drone. A woman from South Yorkshire has helped find more than 200 lost dogs using her thermal imaging drone. Erica Hart, 40, from Thurnscoe, has been using the technology to reunite owners with their pets for the past 6 years. She said the feeling of finding a lost dog is like winning the lottery. From the looks of it, it seems like she was using a Mavic 2 Enterprise, from what you can see in the video anyways. And similar to a lot of the stories we read, where many times people are trying to find something, whether it's a pet or a missing person, they try for hours with no luck, and as soon as they throw the drone up there, it makes it more straightforward to locate it, especially with the thermal camera. But that kind of led to the interesting point, because a lot of places, they actually forbid people from flying a quote drone, let's just say to take pictures or something like that, or to help somebody out, because all of a sudden it will be deemed as commercial work, so it's illegal now. So imagine like in all these cases where people could use it in a really straightforward and safe way. Because here she says, very rare I accept payment. Very, very rare. According to this, she only takes it when she has to commute, for example, and it's a huge expense to actually pay for things like gas, so it's more to make up for it. But she says, I'm not a business. I'm not out there to make money. I could have made thousands by now. I don't doubt it. There's a lot of companies actually charging thousands of dollars or whatever just to do like the same type of stuff that she's doing. But again, it makes you think, because there's a lot of regulators that would say, nope, this stuff makes perfect sense. You do this, you're a commercial. It could lead to quote direct or indirect benefit, even if you're volunteering and helping people out. I mean, how ridiculous is that? And again, this is my example of there are way more stories and examples like these of people who use the tech in a good way every single day, or could, but then you stop them because of these regulations and stuff that make absolutely no sense in many ways for the mass majority. And in this case too, if it's a Mavic 2 Enterprise, technically it's virtually no different than flying just a regular Mavic 2 Pro, for example. And you can imagine here, there probably are a lot of companies, like those unethical ones specifically, that would say, nope, we encourage over-the-top regulations more as a way to control competition and all that, and that's not right in my opinion. You want to focus on safety, then focus on safety, but there's just so many more examples of people using it in a great way, or could be. And this was kind of interesting, where apparently Apple is going to release tools and manuals for people to be able to repair their own iPhones, because there's been complaints where they're actually trying to, I guess, control the whole market in terms of repairs. You have to do everything official. But this one recently, it says here, Apple announces self-service repair. Apple parts, tools, and manuals starting with iPhone 12 and iPhone 13 available to individual consumers. Apple today announced self-service repair, which will allow customers who are comfortable with completing their own repairs access to Apple genuine parts and tools. Available first for the iPhone 12 and iPhone 13 lineups, and soon to be followed by Mac computers featuring M1 chips. Self-service repair will be available early next year in the US and expand to additional countries throughout 2022. So that's kind of interesting, where people could do their self-repairs and have access to all the equipment and stuff like that. Do people actually fully read the manuals too? It says to ensure a customer can safely perform a repair, it's important they first review the repair manual. Then a customer will place an order for the Apple genuine parts and tools using the Apple self-service repair online store. Following the repair, customers who return their used part for recycling will receive credit toward their purchase. The new store will offer more than 200 individual parts and tools, enabling customers to complete the most common repairs on iPhone 12 and iPhone 13. Although they do say if you're uncomfortable doing it, then you can send it in to a technician like normal. That's a good thing, I think, overall. It makes you think, are they just being consumer friendly? Because there was a story released earlier, which was kind of interesting. Like this one here said, leaked Apple training video shows how it undermines third-party repair. So this could have been a reason on why they did this, more for things like PR and stuff. Right. See you guys later.